Welcome students once again in AD's classroom, and today we will continue with the chapter squares and square roots, and today is lesson 2. Now today we will learn about triangular numbers. Now any number that can be drawn in the form of a triangle, that is basically a triangular number. For example, 1, 2, 3. This is a triangular number. Okay. Now the next triangular number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the second triangular number. If you observe, you will see this is basically a triangle, taking the shape of a triangle. The next triangular number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 is the third triangular number. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is the next triangular number. Now if we go on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 21 is the next triangular number. Now if I add two consecutive triangular number, that means 3 plus 6, the two consecutive triangular number, then the result will be a square. If I add 6 plus 10, this is 16, it is also a square. If I add 10 plus 15, that is 25, that is a square. Now if I add 15 plus 21, this is how much? 15 plus 21 is 36, and that is also a triangular number. So the thing is that if I add two consecutive triangular number, we will get a number which is basically a square number. Now the question is, just try to find out the next triangular number. Just try to find out the next triangular number and see whether now this particular concept is applicable or not. Now how to find the next triangular number? Now see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 dots. So let us start with 7 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Then we have 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and this is 28. So 28 is the next triangular number. So if I add 21 plus 28, that means 9 and 4, that means 49. This is also a square. Also a square of a particular number. So this is one concept. Now let us move to the second concept. I think this much is okay with you. Triangular numbers, how to draw the triangular numbers, the numbers which can be arranged in the form of a triangle, those are basically triangular numbers, and how to draw the triangular numbers, and if I add two consecutive triangular numbers, then I will get a number which is basically the square of a number. Okay. Now let us move on to some new concept. Okay, let us do a new concept. Now what is that? Now, now 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square. Okay, so 8 square, 9 square and 10 square. Now, what is basically 1 square? 1 square is 1. And what is 2 square? What is 2 square? 2 square is 4. Now, what we have to find out? Now, we have to find out how many numbers are there which are not, now basically in between 1 and 4. In between 1 and 4, how many numbers are there which are not square numbers? Now, how to find? Now, if I take 1 equal to n, so 2 will be basically 2 is n plus of 1. I think this is okay with you. If I take 1 equal to n, then 2 will be n plus of 1. So how many numbers are there in between two consecutive square number? That means 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4. That means how many numbers are there in between 1 and 4 which are not square numbers? Now how to find that? Now the formula is 2n. The formula is 2n. Now what is n? N is 1. N is 1. So 2n means 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2. That means in between 1 square and 2 square, that means in between 1 and 4, there are two numbers which are not square numbers. What are the numbers? In between 1 square and 2 square. Now there are two numbers. They are 2 and 3. Got it? I think this is clear with you. Okay. Now let us do the next one. In between 2 square and 3 square. So what is the formula? The formula is 2n and n is the lower number. That means here if I try to find out how many numbers are there in between 4 and 9. So in that case it will be 2n, that means 2 multiplied by 2. 2 multiplied by 2, that means there will be 4 numbers. That means in between 4 and 9, just see 5, 6, 7 and 8. Got it? 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now let us do the next one. That means in between 3 square and 4 square. In between 3 square and 4 square, that means in between 9 and 16. How many numbers? 2n numbers. 2 multiplied by 3. This is n. So 6 numbers will be there. Clear? In between 4 square and 5 square. 4 square and 5 square. So 16 and 25. In between 16 and 25. How many numbers? 2n. Now here n will be 4. So 2 multiplied by 4. That means 8 numbers. Now in between 5 square and 6 square. That means 5 square is what? 5 square is 25. In between 25 and 36. How many numbers? Here n will be 5. That means 2n. That means 10 numbers. In between 6 square and 7 square. How many numbers? That means in between 36 and 49. How many numbers? N is 6. That means 2n. 12 numbers. In between 7 square and 8 square. 8 square is 64. How many numbers? There will be 14 numbers. 2n. 2 multiplied by 7. In between 8 square and 9 square. How many numbers? 64 and 81. How many numbers? It will be n is 8. That means 16 numbers. In between 9 square, that means 81, and 10 square, that means 100. How many numbers? Which are not basically square numbers. So n here 9. So 9 into 2, that means 18 numbers. So the formula is 2n. You have to remember this particular formula. In between two square numbers, that means, for example, now let us do an example. Now just find out how many numbers will be there in between 21 square and 20 square. How many numbers will be there? So in this particular case, n will be equal to 20. So 2n. That means 2 multiplied by 20. That means 40 numbers will be there. Got it? Okay. So This much for today. This is lesson 2, squares and square roots. Again we will meet. Thank you for listening the entire class. Please do subscribe, share with your friends. Okay, tata.